Dropping by the kitchen today is Patriot receiver Wes Welker, and he joined us today on behalf of the Pens, the Great American Tryon.
Wait till you hear the story he tells promoting Depends. He's had a long road to becoming one of the best receivers in football, and now he's in our fake kitchen. Let's talk to Wes. It probably doesn't happen much anymore, but give me a time that you've been a professional player, Wes, when someone didn't believe because of your size that you played professional football, that you're telling them, I'm an NFL football player, and they're looking at you and saying, no, you're not.
Well, I think the greatest story is when I was back in Miami and I had just purchased my first home there. And the guy, my neighbor comes up to me and says, so what exactly do you do? Being a young kid, buying a house and everything. And I was like, well, I play football for the Miami Dolphins. And he sat there and he looked me up and down. And then he said, well, no wonder we went 4-12 last year. So I would say that was definitely one of those moments.
You said the toilet in Tom Brady's house is insane. I want an elaboration.
An elaboration? I mean, how much more elaboration do you want? I mean, do you want to go in there with me?
How do you make a toilet insane? I want to understand.
First off, it's heated. And then it has a wand that comes up and sprays you, and then it has a dryer to it. I mean, what else do you want? I mean,
you go over to his house just to use the toilet.
I'm just like, Tom, you home? You home? I just need to stop off for like 15, 20 minutes.
Who wears the pants in the Brady relationship, Giselle or Tom?
That's a good one. You know what? I think it goes both ways at times.
You're a confident dude, but if I had told you while you were at Texas Tech, Wes, if I had told you you are going to lead the league in receptions, the highest form of football, you would have said?
You're crazy.
When did you start believing?
I guess when I started the spring training in New England and really started working with Tom and started getting things going, we had some days out there where I'd catch 15 to 20 balls a day and practice and some of those different things, and I felt like this could get pretty serious.
If I give you one do-over in football or outside of football, I let you go back and do one thing over, what do you choose?
What do I choose? I'd like to redo a Super Bowl game, that's for sure. I would love to. So hopefully we'll get back there and get another shot at one.
You haunted by that one? Like, how does that feel the next couple of days? Is that brutal where you can't sleep and stuff?
Oh, yeah. No, it's brutal. It's brutal. You're just kind of in a funk for a few weeks, and you just try to slowly move out of it and kind of move on.
Can you confirm a story, please, that Zach Thomas has told me? I'm hoping that it's true. I need confirmation, though the Patriots are very private.
This is probably a lie. Go ahead.
That Larry Izzo, that he went number 2, that's how Zach Thomas said, on the sidelines of a Patriots game, the special teams guy, and that Bill Belichick, because he was able to do this discreetly and without anybody seeing it, that Bill Belichick awarded him a game ball for this.
This is 100% true. Yeah, I mean, and Larry would be so mad at me if I said that this didn't happen, because he takes ultimate pride in this whole deal. I mean, with all the special teams tackles and Pro Bowls he's made and everything else, the thing that sits, I guarantee that game ball is probably a more prized item for him than his Super Bowl rings.
But how did he do that? How are you
Because he's Izzo. It's what he does. I'm telling you, the guy is phenomenal.
What do you mean it's what he does? I don't understand.
You don't understand. He has a clothes hanger. The only time I ever see Larry is when he's coming out of the bathroom to get a clothes hanger. He has issues. He takes like 8 Red Bulls and everything else and all these supplements and everything to try and get ready for the game. And yeah, dude, it's pretty phenomenal.
Who would you describe, Wes? Who would you describe as the craziest teammate you've ever had?
There's Larry Izzo, bar none. Bar none. I mean, he's at the New York Giants now. So the New York Giants people, if your toilets are getting clogged and you don't know who it is Larry Izzo, okay? You are busted, Larry. It's over.
What were you like as a kid, Wes?
What was I like as a kid? I don't know, about the same that I am now, which is pretty sad to say, but you know, always high energy and always kind of clowning around and you know, having fun and you know, enjoying playing ball and everything else.
What's the angriest, Wes, that you've ever been with a teammate?
Angriest I've ever been with a teammate. I mean, Tom and I have gotten into it. You know, so there's been multiple times where, you know, we gotta show our emotional side of the game.
What might trigger one of those, for example? I think people like the idea, because you guys are the championship model. You guys, everyone knows you have a strong relationship. What might trigger the intensity getting so high that Wes Welker and Tom Brady are yelling at each other?
Well, I think that, you know, he thought I was going to run the route this way, and then I thought I should have ran it this way, and I felt like I was right, and he feels like he was right, and so it just kind of clashes at that point, and we don't connect on a play, and you know, we're both pretty upset about it, and I think that's when, you know, something like that could possibly happen.
Who was right? You were right. You're right. More often than not, who's often right? Who's right?
It doesn't really matter if I'm right. So as much as I want to fight it or anything, it really doesn't matter if I'm right. So I just roll with it.
You're right. It doesn't really matter. He's Tom Brady.
Exactly.
I'm sure my father has something hard-hitting for you here, Wes. Go ahead, Papi.
Wes, tell me about the first time you fell in love.
The first time I fell in love?
Yes.
Oh, man. Yeah, probably a few years ago to my now fiance.
Congratulations.
Yeah, thank you. I appreciate it.
How did you know
I figured that should be the right answer since I am getting married this summer.
But what's the real answer?
Well, come on now. You can't move me on the spot like that. You're probably sitting there watching my every move, judging me. Can't have that.
Wes, thank you for being on with us. That was enjoyable.
All right. Thank you all.
Gracias, Wes.